I hope you had a fantastic summer. Ready for the new academy year. Welcome to House Academy Greenwich. Next week, year 7, 8 and 9, we'll be talking to you about expectations. Our expectations that we discussed with you last year. Today is a very, very special assembly. I just want to give you some good news though. 2 years ago, this school, when it was a school, was bottom of the Greenwich League table. Now we're near the top. We're in the top 2. After a fantastic set of exam results during the summer, 73% of students achieved 5 A's to C's, including maths and English, when the English exam was the toughest it's ever been. As we said to you, you are just as good, if not better, than any other student in this country. Any other student, you're just as good as all the other students in Harris Federation. We believe in you. You have Lord Harris that believes in you. We gold medalist winners. Not all of us in here will win an Olympic gold, but we can get gold medals in our life. Our first gold medal in your life will be your target levels this year, as a stepping stone to future gold medals. You can imagine at 14 years of age, if you lose both parents, and your whole life is affected, the resilience that you need to then become the most successful retail entrepreneur of carpets in Europe. That's what Lord Harris became. I'm sure Lord Harris wouldn't mind me saying, at school he was dyslexic, he had difficulties, but look at the success that he is now. And part of that success, part of that contribution that he wants to make to communities is contribute the expertise and the finances to give children the opportunities that he never had. The opportunities that you get from the Harris Federation in your education are outstanding. I told you about them, and that's why we wanted to join the Federation, because the children of Harris Federation get those opportunities and you deserve them. It's with great pleasure today, and when I ask you to, I would like a big round of applause. This is the man that's made, when other schools locally got a new building, the local authority never invested in you, other people never invested in you. We're going to have a new building in 2 years' time because Lord Harris has. Already, this is some of the opportunities that have been provided for you. So a big round of applause, please, for Lord Harris.
Thank you to all of you, and welcome to your school. Remember, it's your school that we're going to make into a great school. And why are we going to make it into a great school? Because we've got Chris, Tomlinson, and Graham, your head principal, to help you to make it into a great school. Plus all the teachers and the support staff and you. So what we've got to do is make sure you all work together. Now last year's results at this school was unbelievable. I mean, to go from 2 years from 28% to 73 was absolutely fantastic. And why was it done? Because the children worked hard and the teachers worked hard to make it successful. So I think we should give all the teachers a round of applause for what they did for you. I know what it's like, sitting like you were. I remember when I was 14 and I was sitting at Streatham Grammar School, not as big as this school, we had about 400 pupils at the time, and I thought, oh, I'm going to have some boring person coming to speak to me today when I was sitting there. Well, you've got boring me today, but I hope I'm not as boring as some of those that spoke to you before. Because what I want to talk about is about your school and what we're going to do for your school. Can we start by saying, the new school, the new uniform, and the new badge. You know, Ashley Ralph. Ashley, can you stand up? You know, Ashley Ralph, out of all the students in the school, designed your badge. And well done, Ashley. I promised you when I see you about 6 weeks ago, I'm going to take you to see, he's a Chelsea supporter, by the way, and I'm an Arsenal supporter. And I promised him I'm going to take him to the football ground on 29th, I think it is, in 2 weeks' time. And you will go into the dressing rooms and you will meet Arsene Wenger. But you might not be able to go to the Chelsea dressing room because I can't arrange that. But let's give him a big round of applause. Now, this school. What a change in 2 years. Not only is it cleaner, not only is it better behaviour, not only has it got a sixth form, not only has it got fantastic teachers, it's changed within recognition. And I promise you one thing, that with the leadership and teachers we've got here and the help you're going to do, within the next 2 to 3 years, instead of this being a failing school, this is going to be an outstanding school. There's no doubt about that. And then why is it going to be outstanding? It's down to you and the sixth form and the year 11 who are not here today and year 10. They're going to make the difference. And I'm sure you'll be proud, like we've got 9 out of 10 of our schools are outstanding. They've been Oxford report in the last 2 years. You'll be proud to say to your friends, I go to an outstanding school. Won't you be proud to say that? Come on, won't you be proud to say that? Yes. Won't you be motivated to make sure you can say that? Yes. That's what we want, you know. Because at school, as Chris Tomlinson said to you, I only got one GCSE over, as you know. That was in maths, but you had to get 5 sections for that. And I got only that one. But what motivated me was sport. And I'm very, very keen on sport. I was captain of the cricket team, captain of the football team, and I played for England with tennis, all sports. And I love sports. I knew how well I could do at school in maths, anything to do with maths, I was pretty good. Anything to do with English, because I was dyslexic and they didn't know in those days what dyslexic children were, it made a difference. And just to tell you the difference, my sons, I've got 3 sons, they were all dyslexic. And when we found out one was 10 and one was 5, they were dyslexic, we sent them to a school for dyslexic children. They now can read books and write letters and do things like that, which I can't do. But I don't envy them. I want to make sure that all of you, or any of you who are dyslexic, get the same opportunity as my son got. And that's what we want to do. And we want to make sure, in the next 20 years, the economy in England is going to be tough. People talk about 3 to 4 years. It's going to be tough. And we want all of you, when you leave school, either 16 or 18 from here, you can go out and get a good job. Because that's what we want for all of you. So that is very exciting. Now, motivation, to me, and behaviour is the most important thing. We will be strict. All year 7s, I must tell you, we will be strict. But we will be fair. And we will give you a great opportunity to express yourself, to talk about what you want, and we will try to help you with that. We talk about the new school, and that's going to be fantastic. I had letters here, which were sent to me from students in the schools, and I've read every one. And I can assure you, apart from one item, we will do every one of those things in the school that you want. Because as I started saying to you, it's your school, and we want to give you what you want. Now, can I go back to motivation? I've been lucky in my life. What makes a difference to a businessman? What makes a difference to running a hospital? Because I've run hospitals. What makes a difference to working with 3 prime ministers? And I've worked with 3 prime ministers. And what makes a difference with schools? And what makes a difference with carpentry? The big thing is people. People wanting to do well. And I was very lucky to work with Lady Thatcher, John Major, and to a degree, a smaller degree, with David Cameron. I was lucky enough to change Guy's and Lewisham Hospital. And I think Lewisham Hospital is pretty close to here. You've got a hospital at Greenwich as well. And I changed that hospital from a hospital that was losing £20 million a year to a surplus of £20 million and treating 60,000 more inpatients. It wasn't me, it was my idea, but it was the people that changed it. It gives them ambition, and that's what we got at our school, is ambition. Motivation in sport. Well, I'm an Arsenal supporter. I'm a director of Arsenal, and I've got to motivate those to do well, because that's one thing that hasn't happened. We haven't won the championship since I've been a director, and we'll give it a try. But I'm in show jumping as well, and we've won the World Championships of show jumping. We've won the European Championships. We won the King George V Cup 6 times, and if you don't know what King George V Cup is, it's like winning the Derby. And I was determined this year to buy a horse that will win the gold medal at the Olympics at Greenwich. Could you imagine winning the gold medal at Greenwich? And I was lucky enough to have a rider who's only 26. I think he's going to be in the next 2 to 3 years the best rider in the world. I'm going to give him the horses to make him the best rider in the world. He was motivated. He only got the horse at Christmas. He spent 9 weeks in America. He went all around the country, around Europe, jumping in Rome, Rotterdam, the Ball, to qualify to get into the team. And what happened? He jumped one of the most important rounds, the 3rd round, and he jumped a clear round. And it meant to win a gold medal. Now that fence was that high. And some of the fences in the Olympics were higher than me, and I couldn't touch the poles. So you can tell the dedication to happen. And there he is, a 26-year-old, getting his gold medal. And I promise you, in the next time I'm here, which will be in October, I will fetch the gold medal, and I will make sure that your principal picks the dozen or 20 students that have really done well in the first 6 weeks in the year 7s to have the gold medal around their neck and have a picture taken. That I promise you, which should motivate you to do that. So, what I want to finish on, you are very, very lucky to have a school like this going forward. I am very, very lucky to have such good teachers at the school. I'm very lucky to have Dan Monahan, who's our chief executive, who's got the best schools in the country. You are lucky that you're going to do well. You're going to have one ambition I've got for the school. Our best school is Crystal Palace. It's taken them 20 years to get from 9% pass rate to last year, English and Maths, to 99.2%. 99.2%. One student just failed in Maths, so they said about 100%. I'm sure that this school in the next 3 years, especially year 8 and 9, 10 and 11, you're going to hit those numbers and you're going to have fun. Also, I did talk about sport. Sport is very important. You know, next year, I thought it was going to be next July, we're going to have our sports day at Crystal Palace. I thought it was going to, I'll come back to where I thought it was going to be. Crystal Palace, there's going to be probably 15,000 of the students. Some of you, a small number, came to see last year. They make more noise than they do at Arsenal. They really do. They're fantastic, cheering their own teams on. And this year it's even going to be more noise. When we started, we used to have about a tenth of the stadium filled. Now we've got over half. This year it's going to be 3/4 full with just our students. And you'll be competing against all the Harris schools. And you'll be breaking records against them. And what we want you to do is, as well as possible, be number 1 in sport as well. Because you can do it. Remember, there's not a word like can't. Because if you take the T out of can't, it's can. So all of you can do everything. And I'm sure you will. 2 years' time, 18 months from now, you know where our sports day is going to be? It's going to be, who watched the Olympics from the stadium? Would you believe in 2 years' time you'll be competing in that stadium? who's in the sports team. You'll be going to the stadium to watch your school beat all the other schools, all the other Harris schools. So really, the opportunities here are great. There'll be sailing holidays that my son pays for you to go. Good students, I think it's 30 students? 30 to 40 students will have 3 to 4 days sailing, learning how to sail in the Isle of Wight. There'll be other entries which we will have. My grandson who's here there, he will be taken from this school to watch Arsenal to 6 matches. Well, every school will have 6 to 8 children go to a match who do well. They can watch them play. You can get the players sign the shirts after, or sign them with signatures. And also, as I said, if you get there early enough, you can go into the dressing room to get there an hour and a half before the match. We can arrange with them. But there's many, many other things. We can arrange for year 9 students to go to university, to look to see what the university is like at Oxford and Cambridge. Also, and we're the only school in the country, people who get the grades at 18, who want to go to King's College, automatically get a pass through them. We've also got Imperial College, if you want to go into medicine, you can go to see that and have a week of medicine school with them. And also, and it is one of the best schools in the country, Westminster School, they're doing day releases in the summer holidays for us as well, and the Christmas holidays. So the opportunities here for you are fantastic. Now, all I want you to do is work hard, play hard, do the best, and enjoy life. And we want you to have a great, great time at school. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you.
Thank you, Lord Harris. Thank you. I now introduce the principal, Mr. Miller.
Thank you. Siobhan's just going to have a word on your behalf. Thank you.
On the students' behalf of the Lord Harris, we thank you for the
Big round of applause for Lord Harris.